That's 10. Nice. Shit. Give me my money. Give me my money!
Hey guys, what are you guys doing?
Play Monopoly?
No!
You're right. Let's do this.
No, not SpongeBob.
But look, it's a little pineapple. It's a little crust crab. Yeah.
What? No, not this game either, man.
Why must you hurt me in these ways? Why didn't you just say so?
So you own a Nintendo Switch, and you're kind of bored of Mario Kart 8, and Super Smash Bros. Is so far away. I mean, look at the date. You do the math, that's like a year away. You can't wait, it's too long. So you need something to occupy that time, that void in your heart. Well, luckily for you, Nintendo decided to release Super Mario Party. What's Super Mario Party, you ask? Wait, are you serious? You haven't heard of Mario Party? Oh my god, like this game is... There's like 10 of them, okay, I'll explain it. Well, Mario Party at its core is a fun party game for everybody of all ages. You got babies, you got teens, and you got those old people. Anyone can enjoy this game, even Kevin. Kevin, you goofball. This game offers you a wide variety of ways to play this game. You got yourself this river raft game type, the dance thing, this weird road thing. Push those all aside, because you know, deep in your heart, you're only gonna play the classic party mode, let's be honest. The classic party mode is the core of Mario Party. Choose between 4 different maps. Thwomp Ruins, which is basically a pretty safe, fun little map with just these thwomps in the way. It's adorable. You got the fruit one, has 4 separate fruit islands that are connected via pipes. You got the Bomb Kings map with a lot of really cool hidden Easter eggs all over the place and a lot of fun ways to explode and stuff. Definitely a good one for beginners. And you got the Moneymaker map where you have to make a lot of money and the star never moves. Once you pick a map, you're gonna go into this game. The object of this game is to get the most stars. How do you get stars? Well, it's gonna cost you some money. How do you get money? Well, you can either land on spaces that give you money or win minigames. Each round, everybody has a chance to roll a dice, and hopefully you can roll a really good number and get around the map much quicker than everybody else. Just watch out for bad spaces, because you know, you don't want to lose anything, stupid. After every single player has had their turn, you immediately go into a minigame mode. Here is where the actual Mario Party begins. You'll have free-for-all minigames where everybody is against each other, 2v2 minigames where basically you're paired up with somebody, and 1v3 where one person is alone versus everybody else. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it can suck. The Switch has so many new capabilities though within the controller to allow for a vast diversity of minigames. You have minigames where you hold the controller sideways. You're trying to balance something within your hand. You're trying to shake out candy. It's great. Throughout the map, there will be event spaces that you can land on that can just randomly move you or randomly give you a star even. It's pretty annoying sometimes when you're like, really? This guy didn't do anything but land on a space. How come he gets a star? I've been working my butt off. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. And there are also item spaces that you can land on that give you a random item. There are also places that you can buy items at. Use your precious coins to give yourself a boost, or just sabotage somebody with a poison mushroom, or buy the most broken item, the freaking golden pipe mushroom. It's basically a guaranteed star. This is the most broken item. Why would you create... Man, this game is just getting me boiled up. Maybe I should just play Monopoly, man. They also added an ally space where if you land on it, one of the other characters that weren't picked in this game will join your team. And what they do is they give you their special dice, and they also give you an extra boost every single time you roll. Meaning that if I roll a 6, they can roll this little baby dice and get a 1 or 2 bonus to your rolls. It's awesome. Getting an ally feels so cool. And you can have up to 4 allies. You can have a whole squad of allies. Having more allies can be helpful in some minigames as well, because some minigames will allow you to bring your allies there, and they basically can act as like an extra life almost. After 10 rounds of doing this over and over again, you'll finally get to the finals, which will tell you who won. But there are these things called bonus stars, which is so random and so stupid. They just arbitrarily give people stars for doing something. Maybe it's because you had the most allies. Maybe it's because you had the perfect ally for your character. Maybe you moved the most. Maybe you moved the least. Maybe you won the most minigames. Maybe you had the most bad luck. The point is, it's random, and sometimes it helps people that shouldn't have won win. It's so annoying. Oh my god. So you may be wondering, what makes this Mario Party different than previous Mario Party titles? Well, for starters, there's no group movement anymore, which was stupid. I'm surprised that even went through like the... Nintendo makes such good games, and then they make stupid idea games like, whatever. But one of the biggest changes they added is that for once, the character you choose matters. Before, any character you had, they were basically the same. They're just an aesthetic difference, that's about it. But this time around, each character has their own unique dice. Let me give you a deep dive explanation on these characters. Each character now has their own unique dice, so everybody has the ability to use the normal 1 through 6 dice, but now they have a new additional dice on top of that they can choose between. For example, Shy Guy has a normal 1 through 6 dice, but his special dice is 0, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So basically, if he wants to, he can almost guarantee that he moves 4 spaces. So what ends up happening over here is that some characters' dice are better than other dice. So I decided to make you guys an unofficial tier list of these die, just so you know which characters are not really worth playing and which ones are worth playing. Here I go! In F tier, we got Monty Mole, Goomba, and Mario. These guys' dice are so bad. Their dice is basically the normal dice with a few tweaks. For both Monty Mole and Goomba, they have the ability to not move and gain coins, and it's important to know that not moving is actually pretty good in this game because sometimes you want to land in the same space, but they don't have anything else besides that. So, and in Mario's case, his dice is not that great at all. He has the opportunity to get 3 50% of the time, but that's it. His dice is so basic, bland, boring. Mario, this is not your party, bro. In D tier, we have Yoshi, Luigi, and Koopa. So the 3 of these have a couple of good numbers, but not too much else to compensate with it, because let's be honest, look at Luigi with those 1s. I feel like every time I play Luigi, I only get 1s. And Yoshi, same thing, man. His numbers are just low. And Koopa is the worst case. He has 5 bad numbers and then 1 great number, but you're never gonna get that 10. In C tier, I got Daisy, Peach, Bowser Jr., Hammer Bro, and Rosalina. They all have different reasons why. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Just know that to me, they're not the greatest. They're not the worst. You know, just right. Just kind of average dice. Okay? In B tier, we got my boy Dry Bones and Waluigi. See, Dry Bones has a pretty decent dice. You got 1, 1, 1, 6, 6, 6. 3 really good numbers and 3 really bad numbers, but at least you have a 50-50 chance. Waluigi, on the other hand, has 5, 5, 7. A -3, which sucks, but at least it allows you not to move. And the only bad number on the dice is really 1, and 3 is pretty neutral. So, you know, overall, still good dice. Plus, it's the boy Waluigi, so I'm gonna pick him. In A tier, I got Shy Guy, Pom Pom, and Diddy Kong. Shy Guy, 0, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, guaranteed 4. I'm sorry, that's broken in this game. If you know that 4 spaces away you got a perfect item spot, go for it. Pom Pom is basically just Shy Guy, but has the chance of getting an 8. That's even better. And then Diddy Kong, man, half the time you don't move, which I told you can be good, and the other half you move a lot. I'm sold. In S tier, you got Bowser, Wario, Boo, and Donkey Kong. Look at them. Look at those die. Unfortunately, 4 of the characters are not even unlocked until the end of the game. You have to play every type of minigame in order to actually get all the characters, but for the most part, you could have a good time even without those characters. Cause you start with Waluigi anyway. What other character do you need? Super Mario Party is such a casual game. What I mean by this is that people that don't play video games that often, like my parents, my grandparents, my girl cousins, my cat, they can all get into this game and actually have a good time. It doesn't require that much skill like something like Super Smash Bros. If my fiance can play it, you can play it. The amount of games besides just the regular party mode is actually kind of a plus. I really like that there's other minigame modes and the sound game mode. The introduction of different types of dice is actually kind of cool in my opinion. I know it sucks because some characters end up being kind of bad, but having the option to have this really crazy like gamble is kind of fun. The different maps are actually pretty cool as well. They all allow a different type of gameplay. Some of them are requiring you to be as fast as possible, some are just requiring for you to be skillful with how you move around the board. I like that. Okay, so this game, for $60, wasn't really that full, if that makes sense. There are only 4 maps. I wish there were more. Like, 4 maps is so little for the base game. Some of the extra modes, like the raft mode, they're not that fun. They get kind of tedious over time. It's also kind of difficult to unlock all the other characters. Like, Donkey Kong takes way more effort than I should. You should be able to unlock these characters just by playing the base game. The fact that Monty Mole's dice is pretty whack makes me sad, because I really want to play him. The release date of this game was also way too close to Smash Bros. There's only like 2 months where you could actually play Mario Party before Super Smash Bros. Comes out. It just seems kind of silly. This game should have came out a while ago. The Switch hasn't had a good game besides Mario Kart in ages, but then you come out with Mario Party and Smash Bros. Within 2 months? I don't know, that wasn't a smart move, Nintendo. This game is just a fun game to play with your friends and your little cousins and just people that are kind of not in the mood to try too hard. It's like Monopoly. It's going to be a game that's going to be really frustrating and is extremely luck-based, but is a good time waster and a good game night game. But if you really want to be competitive, Smash Bros comes out in like a couple days. So I'm going to give this 7 stars out of 10. So what do you think about this game? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Did you even play it? And also let me know what your favorite character is. Or you can make your own tier list on the comment down below what you think the character's dice tier list would be like. Okay guys, I'm out. I'll catch you later, you noob.
Play Monopoly?
No! Again, I pause. Hold on.
You're right. Here we go.
Damn it, man, point it at the camera, do it again.